Today I have a book outlet haul for you guys. I haven't done one of these in a hot minute, so I'm excited to share with you guys what I got here. But before we do start, I did want to introduce myself.
My name is Gina, and I'm a Canadian homeschool mom of 3 kids. We currently live off-grid in the middle of nowhere in the Canadian wilderness. I love sharing all things homeschooling, our love for Christ, and off-grid adventures. I'm a strong believer that the greatest legacy we can leave our children are happy memories. So come along and join us on this amazing journey.
I think the last time I did a book outlet haul was about a year ago, I think. So I'm pretty excited to share with you guys what I got here. We're just gonna open it right up. And of course, I will show you the inside of the books. I like doing these hauls, not just show you what I got, but actually show you inside the book a little bit, just so you guys can kind of see what's inside of it. So if you like book hauls and hauls in general, homeschooling, motherhood, off-grid living, you guys already know what to do. Make sure to subscribe. Now, I do remember that I got a lot of DK books because on Book Outlet, you can get everything for a fraction of the price. A friend recommended a book for me to purchase, and when I went to Book Outlet, it was half the price. So I decided to get a couple of books. I noticed that I had a couple of credits in there too, so I was like, perfect timing for a book haul. Although we live in a small space, we do have storage, and I have my little book area in my storage compartment. The first book that I got is this DK Children's Encyclopedia packed with thousands of facts, stats, and illustrations. When, where, what, why, open the pages of this new children's encyclopedia and find the answers to all your questions, from giant galaxies to microscopic bacteria, and from human cells. This ancient civilization's key school subjects are brought to life here in the fresh and exciting ways, with more than 9,000 indexed entries, facts, and stats. 2,500 full-color illustrations. You'll learn all about the world and inspire you to know more. I like it. I love DK books. They're so well made. So I'm excited about this one. The next thing I got is a dictionary. My husband the other day, he was like, do you have a dictionary? And I was like, I have a kid's dictionary, but I don't have like an actual dictionary. And Nicholas was asking me questions about the dictionary and whatnot, and I was like, you know what, I need a dictionary, and this is perfect. Just wanted to get one already, and it was pretty inexpensive there on the Book Outlet. Well, I got these 2 books over here. It's Investing for Kids, How to Save, Invest, and Grow Money, ages 8 to 12. And this is Investing for Kids activity book. So I got this book right here because my son has been asking me a lot of questions about investing and that kind of stuff. And I'm not good at that kind of stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Didn't learn that much in school when it came to that. So I wanted to kind of teach my kids a little bit about that. If he's asking questions, why not dive deep? And I like that it has an activity book that goes along with it. So I think that we could do this together, and it's just kind of really good way for us to talk about investing, saving money. And my son loves learning about money and whatnot. He loves these kind of things, so I thought it would be awesome to do with him. So I got that. Now this right here is for my little girl, and this is the best loved Bible songs. They have such sweet songs.
My heart is full of joy.
That's really cute. Father Abraham. I like books that have like sound to it, and then I think my daughter's really going to love this. I saw it and I'm like, this is perfect for my little daughter. So I got this one right here. Let's get onto the big box. Okay. This book right here is a hardcover, and it's called Off the Grid Jurassic World, and my son loves dinosaurs, and he was saying that he wanted something a little bit more adventurous to read. It actually has some pictures in here as well, and it's called Off the Grid, and I thought it was kind of funny because we live off grid. It's about this girl named Maisie Lockwood, and she navigates the world filled with dinosaurs and humans, both ferocious and friendly, and it's all about adventure. It's about being off the grid, and I thought this was going to be really cool. And I like that it's actually It's hardcover, so I really like that. This right here is Gun, a visual history. If you watched my previous videos of my vlogs and whatnot, you'll know that we had some issues with hunters hunting on our property, and we've been really fascinated with different types of guns, and we just want to kind of learn about them. And I saw this book and I thought it was kind of interesting, so I wanted to add this to our book collection. There's like guns that changed history, step inside the factories and learn how iconic weapons came to be, famous gunslingers meet the legendary sharpshooters. So guns that were used in the last 700 years. Thought this was pretty cool. It's by DK as well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, this one here is called Duct Tape Engineer. And roll up your sleeves, declutter the workbench, and stake out a space in the garage. You're going to need it. Or perhaps the whole backyard when you become a duct tape engineer. The 14 projects in this book range in size from backpacks to kayaks. We'll show you how to make a geodesic dome, that's really fun, sturdy toolbox, catapult, queen-size bed frame, and all the rest of the bedroom furniture in case you can't stop taping once you get started. This was pretty cool because we were doing our history, and they had a portion where we made kind of like these Egyptians, like bands, because we were learning about it, and we had to do it with duct tape. And then my kids are always using duct tape to make different things. Like we made a shield the other day out of duct tape. And I thought this was going to be fun for us to do, just like something fun, creative for us to do. And yeah, I'm excited for it. This is a DK book, How to Start Your Own Business. Okay, so I thought this was pretty interesting because my son is always asking about how to, start his own business and that kind of stuff. And I'm very kind of like have this entrepreneur like spirit, and my son definitely has that as well. So he was asking me a lot of questions about business and that kind of stuff. So I thought this was going to be really awesome, this book. How do you find a gap in the market? What are the best ways to get funding? How do you promote your products or services online? And how do you make your business sustainable? From balancing the books to building a brand, and from spotting new markets to surviving a crisis, this go-to guide tells you everything you need to make your startup stand out from the crowd and last the distance. So I thought this was really cool. I can't wait for us to dive deep into this. So awesome. Like so far I've had such a good experience with book outlets, and I have a link down below where if it's your first time purchasing from book outlet, you can get $5 off. So I'll have that link down below. Sticks and Stones, a kid's guide to building and exploring the great outdoors. Thought this was fun because we spent a lot of time outside, and I thought that this would have like lots of like fun activities for the kids to do. And it's all like to do with like outside things like sticks, logs, rocks. So they're building different things with this book, I believe. A fun way for us just to be creative outside. So I like that. I got this one for my little girl. This is like the twist on brown bear, what do you see? But it's baby bear, what do you see? There's different ones. There's like polar bear, what do you see? And I didn't have this one yet, and my daughter loves this series, so I decided to get this one for her. Medical Symptoms, a Visual Guide by DK. Thought this was pretty cool. We're going to be doing probably a study in the future on, the human body. And I like having books like this in my collection. It's from DK as well. Looks pretty awesome. So yeah, got this one. This one is the Ultimate at-Home Activity Guide. Over 100 fun ideas for any day. Sometimes you just need some ideas, just to kind of get creative inside the house. So especially with our cold winters, it can get kind of tough, right? So I thought this was pretty cool. Maybe we'll get some ideas of fun activities to do inside the house. This one is also from DK, Smithsonian, Energy and Electricity. If you know, we actually live off-grid, and we are actually using solar for us to get energy. So I thought this was going to be kind of cool just for us to explore it a little bit, just kind of do like an unschooling method. We hope one day to kind of like build, we built a well recently, but maybe we're like talking in the future to build a windmill with the kids, just kind of something fun. And I know it's kind of something like a hefty project, but I just like doing stuff like this with the kids because they learn something new, but they also are able to put a lot of stuff in practice. And that's how I kind of like live our lives when it comes to our homeschool and our family life. We do a lot of hands-on projects together. So I thought this was going to be kind of cool. Maybe we'll get some inspiration of different ways to produce energy, but I think it goes more into detail of other things as well. So that one seems pretty awesome. It's a little thinner than I thought it was going to be a little bit thicker, but that's okay. This one here is Brick by Brick. I thought this was kind of cool. I love adding Black history books to my home in our homeschool, so I thought this was kind of cool. It talks about how the White House was built, and the White House was built with many hands, several of them slaves, who will be remembered throughout history for their extraordinary feat. Many slaves were able to purchase their freedom after earning money from learning a trade through this work, which speaks to their unbelievable strength. The title reflects how this towering symbol of America was created by human hands, working towards their freedom, brick by brick. This sounds very interesting, and the illustrations look really great as well. I'm excited to read this with my kids. Got this one, My Sight Words Workbook. My son loves learning how to spell his sight words. And I saw this book and I thought this was going to be something kind of fun that he can do on his own. It's very colorful. It's a workbook. There's 101 sight words in it. So yeah, I just decided to get this because it was kind of like, it was a good price, and my son was asking me for a little workbook for sight words. A friend of mine actually recommended this to me, and I was going to get it off Amazon. This is the book that started it all. This is the book that started it all when it came to me like purchasing from the book outlet, because I was going to get this book on Amazon, but it was like $20. It was half the price on book outlet. I got this one, The Secret Signs of Nature. It looks pretty good. And the last book that I got is A Year of Nature Poems. Another poetry book. Really like adding poetry into our home. The last book I think I bought on poetry was years ago, so I got that one. So I'm pretty excited about that. So guys, that is my book outlet haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know if there's any books that you have added into your home that are staples. I would love to hear them down below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.